All right, today we're going to look at the Corsair Gaming IPO. Stay tuned. What's going on, you guys and girls? My name is Jose. Welcome back to Rico Suave Investing. If you want to learn about the stock market, investing in financial freedom, then you came to the right place. So make sure you click the like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today is a very exciting one that I'm going to be covering. According to Nasdaq.com, Corsair Gaming filed for IPO back on August 21st. They're going to be listed under the ticker symbol CRSR. So, and they have a valuation over here of $100 million. But before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my patrons. These people right here are my superheroes. They get a shout out on all of my videos, access to my new Discord, free access to my marketing masterclass, stock market news, portfolio updates throughout the week, and more. You can also find their links to their channels in my description. I'm on YouTube a couple times a week, but I'm on Patreon and Discord every single day. So if you don't want to miss anything, the link to my Patreon is going to be in the description. Only $1 per month. Now back to the video. All right, so I'm over here in Corsair's website, Corsair.com. And it looks pretty cool. We're looking at the Corsair team right now. We're looking at Andrew Paul, CEO, Michael Porter, Chief Financial Officer, and so forth. So they all right there. But right here, gaming gear. That's the section that I'm interested about. So they have some hot new PC equipment, keyboards, headsets, mice. These are all really cool RGB products that gamers, you know, like you and I use, PC gaming, for example, and all that. So just, wow, look at these amazing products right here. They look great. As you can see, they their prices are, you know, you pay for what you get, right? Absolutely. So this one, for example, right here, this keyboard will be $169 or so. So not bad. So that's some of the gaming gear they do. They also got streaming gear, right? They have the Stream Deck, audio, dock. This is kind of cool. The Stream Deck Mini, pretty cool. So just some great products over here for us streamers and YouTubers and all that. They got some PC components. Look at these PCs right here. Hot new products. HydroX series, custom cooling kits, mouse pads, wow, microphones. Pretty cool. Corsair Vengeance gaming PCs and all that. So that's what the company is all about. Very exciting, very cool products right here, guys. If you want to check it out, I'm gonna leave a link to this website in the description. You can explore some products from cases to keyboards to mice to headsets. Let's check out the chairs right here. See if they have, you know, I bought my chair from GTR Racing or GT Racing if you're interested. But these chairs are pretty cool. Look at these Corsair gaming chairs. Very cool, very cool. $299. Well, it's about the same price I paid for mine on GT Racing. But these are very nice looking chairs for gamers. I like the yellow one as well. So pretty cool. All right, so that's just a little bit about their products and their website. So let's talk about their IPO. Corsair Gaming intends to raise $100 million in an IPO of its common stock according to the S-1 registration statement. The firm designs and sells PC or console-based gaming sports hardware enthusiasts. CRSR has grown sharply and so on to a positive net income and operating cash flow. So that's very important, right? Positive net income. Let's watch this short video right here. Wow, that's pretty cool, guys, right there. That's pretty awesome. The equipment, and this must be a hardcore gamer's wet dream right here. So the company primary offerings include PC components, streaming gear, controllers, microphone, cameras, and all that, like I showed you guys before. Now, Corsair has received at least $328 million from investors, including Corsair Group Cayman. The company sells its products via the website through the approximately 50 retailers and over 160 distributors through distributor supply chains or products of thousands of smaller online brick-and-mortar retail companies. I'm sure if you go to stores like GameStop and stuff like that, you can probably find some of their items. The firm also sells through Amazon, which for the 6 months ended in June 30, 2020, accounted for 26.8% of its total revenue. So a big part of it is people buying their products through Amazon. According to a 2020 market research report, the global market PC gaming hardware is expected to reach $37 billion by 2022. So this is a market that continued to expand, and as you know, competitors and producers and of hardware and software like Corsair enter the market, they're going to continue to grow their shares and customer base and all that. So very exciting times for to go IPO for Corsair. And here are some of the competitors. You can see Logitech, Razer, Kingston, and Microsoft, and more. Corsair's recent financial results can be summarized as follows: growing top-line revenue and accelerating rate, increasing gross profit and gross margin, higher operating margin and operating profit, and sharply increasing the cash flow from operations. Right here's a snapshot of the S1. Below are relevant financial results derived from the firm's registration statement, which is the S1. Right here you can see that the net revenue in 2018, it was $937 million. And then by the end of 2019, they had $1 billion in net revenue. Very good. And then at the end of June 30, 2020, they had $688 million in revenue. So I'll leave this up on the screen if you want to take a screenshot and check it out for yourself. And I'm also going to leave a link in the description below if you want to check out this article. As of June 30, 2020, Corsair had $107 million in cash and $886 million in total liabilities. Free cash flow during the 12 months ended in June 30 was $189 million. So they have $109 million in free cash flow. Corsair intended to raise $100 million in gross proceeds from the IPO of its common stock, although the final amount may differ. So they're expecting to raise $100 million when they go IPO. We intend to use the net proceeds from this offering to repay outstanding debt. To sum up real quick, Corsair is seeking U.S. public capital market investments in order to pay down debt. The company's financials show accelerating top-line revenue growth, a swing to net profits, and strong growth in operating cash flow, so that's good. Corsair's financial results have been impressive as the firm has swung to a profit and positive operating cash flow in the most recent 6-month period, despite the effects of COVID-19. So that's another great sign. The company is profitable the last 6 months, even though everything that was going on. According to The Verge, Corsair Gaming is a billion-dollar company. Corsair claims is now the #1 seller of high-performance computer memory, cases, power supplies, coolers, and gaming keyboards. Here's a quick video from Tom's Hardware showing you a little bit about Corsair.
Corsair is looking to get people into open loop water cooling, usually a very complex process, and it still is, but this should make it easier for more people to shop and get exactly what they need. So this system, which is admittedly kind of overkill, is an example of all the parts you can get. That includes a CPU water block, GPU water block, 330 milliliter reservoir, hard line tubing or soft line tubing, RGB, fans, radiators, the whole kit and caboodle. And you can get that all from a configurator on Corsair's website. So you're going to put in what case you have, you type it in, it's not just Corsair's cases, as well as the motherboard you have, whether or not you'll be overclocking, how many radiators you want, and it will offer you all the parts you need in
Jesus Christ, look at this thing, man. It looks like a scientific experiment.
Sort of a shopping list. And from there, you can go to participating resellers, or you can buy it direct from Corsair. And you'll essentially just like have the whole kit delivered to you. The starter kit is 64 parts to choose from, and that includes all the ones I showed you earlier, as well as fittings from a variety of different colors, and a whole bunch of different cooling. So open loop water cooling is still really advanced, and a system a third as complicated as this for just one CPU, a GPU, and a reservoir, which is really what they're targeting, could still cost you hundreds of dollars. But still, if you didn't know where to start or what to buy, the Hydrolex system might really put you on the right track. So for more on cooling and everything else from Computex, check out Tom's Hardware.
Founded in 1994, Corsair has expanded dramatically since its early days when it focused on selling caches modules to OEMs. Corsair's filing says that it has sold 190 million gaming and streaming products since 1998, and over 85 million of those products sold in the past 5 years. Corsair's reach spans 75 countries in both online and brick-and-mortar retailers like Best Buy. Alright, so here's the market realist, and here's everything we know about the Corsair IPO so far. We know that they filed with the SEC on August 21st. We know that they're planning to raise $100 million in an IPO to pay down some of their debt. We know they're going to be listed under the ticker symbol CRSR. Corsair's gaming IPO filing also reveals that the company's revenue jumped 17% year over year to $1 billion in 2019. Corsair Gaming IPO filing also reveals that the company's revenue jumped 17% year over year to $1 million in 2019, but it made an $8.4 million loss that year, which decreased from $30 million a year before. So they moved towards the right direction. Its net revenues jumped 41% in the first half of 2020 to $688 million. So I guess a lot of people were staying at home playing video games and playing PC games. So they increased that revenue this year on the first half of 2020, guys, by 41%. That is amazing growth on revenue. And the year's not even over yet. The company is yet to set a price for its stock to the upcoming IPO, so we don't know what the price for one share is going to be yet, guys. So I'm sorry. Some of the pros, according to Fortune, is that the spending on video games is booming during the pandemic, and Corsair is one of the top suppliers of high-end PCs desired by gamers. The company has been profitable in the first half of 2020 and will be using proceeds from the IPO to pay down debt, further bolstering its bottom line. Some of the cons is that selling PCs is a highly competitive business and subject to rapid technological change. So, of course, there's always risk when you invest in these new companies, but if you are a gamer, you should be very, very excited about this IPO, especially if you are a PC gamer. Alright guys, and that is all we know right now about the Corsair Gaming IPO. We know that the company is profitable in the last 6 months of this year. They grow their revenue by 17%, actually 41%. It's just a great increase in revenue. They're trying to go IPO so they can pay down some of that debt. But if you're a PC gamer out there, you should be very, very excited about this IPO and Unity's IPO, which I covered a couple videos back. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. Alright. That is all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and if I missed anything, leave it in the comments below. But more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rico Suave's the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I take your girl, your house, your money, and leave you broke, son.